So music hits different, and today we're gonna take something that is a little bit on the political side. I'm not even gonna try to hide that because the words behind this song and the impact and the feeling of pain, hope, and even loss is captured in this song. So I was riding in the car. My homeboy has this playing. I'm like, yo, who is that? And it was just because the sound and the passion that was behind the vocal contribution that's given to the song explained exactly how some may be feeling. So Anis gave us something, and we're going to take a little journey, but I want the understanding of what his name means to be put out before we start. The artist's name is Anis, and then the name means one who is friendly and gentle with others. So as you listen to this song, as you think about why that's important, I want everyone to understand a lot of people are going through different things. A lot of people see war as a way to gain more, but nah. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. I've been talking long enough. This ain't about me. We're gonna let this run for the most part as well, because it's important for us to pay homage to what others are going through at times. Listen to the strings and think about, we have women playing as well, so there's a lot of things that are being said without being said.
There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. Rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah.
You can already tell this piece is deep.
My blood mixes with the dirt. I smile despite the overwhelming hurt.
Imagine just having a smile.
Lay me down and kiss my wounds.
I gotta stop that right there. Imagine fighting for your life, barely having anything, trying to find a foothold in life, and all you can think about is the war that persists as you attempt to live in a place that only values an agenda. So now you got to go through seeing bodies laying across streets where you may have grown up, and all you can think about is the love that you have is only enough to kiss the wounds. Amazing.
By the overwhelming hurt. Lay me down and kiss my wounds.
Good harmony right there.
Beneath the waters of the same. Yeah. How many angels have to die for you to cry? Under that Gazan sky, there is no hope for mercy. How many fathers cried themselves to sleep at night, closing their daughters' eyes, kissing one last goodbye? If only I could change the rules of space and time, I would bend the light and day until freedom shines. Like seeds my people rise, firm as the olive root. We will survive, and when this storm is through, there will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah.
This man is hoping for peace, but he's also looking at those that cannot fend for themselves, but he has a belief. When he talks about how many fathers cry themselves asleep at night, closing their daughters' eyes, kissing one last goodbye. Think about that. A man in this type of situation and having not much of anything, having to go out and fend for himself while potentially giving his daughter a last kiss. He wants his people to grow. He wants his people to rise, and he talks about that because he just wants them to survive through the storm. And whether that be missiles masquerading and piercing the hearts and the true depths of their own city, where they live, where they thrive, where they attempt to find some economic footing. This is an additional piece of what's missing that they have to fight through, to survive through. Amazing.
When I look in my grandmother's eyes, I see a life of poems and pain. Part of her soul never got on that boat, and the rest of her spirit remains in her hometown by the riverside near the ripple tide of the sea. Cause her body lives in America, but her heart is in Palestine, where millions of children are living in tents, trying to survive in the hellfire, but the bombing is way too intense.
Facts.
See dead bodies in shopping bags so America can make sense. I can't believe this evil, but when the rain's over, like a rainbow, love will rain over my people. Why don't you just lay me down and kiss my wounds?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's the chills. Got me.
lay me down and kiss my wounds. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. So why don't you just lay me down and kiss my wounds?
When you hear those words now, imagine your loved one being placed into a shopping bag, because that's the only way that you will remember them. And that's the last thought that you have of having that loved one be by your side. You're not going to see the smiles. You're not going to be able to give them a hug. You're not going to be able to do the things that life hopefully gives us. The happiness, the joy that we seek is overpowered by the evil. And he says, I can't believe this evil. He does call out America, saying, like, just so y'all can make sense. A lot of war is based off of the economic building, and everyone understands that. And power, struggle, and war is for the men. But the women, children, the legacy that is depleted by the bombs, I mean, what do we expect? How do we expect to gain more peace, show passion, show compassion, and love by destroying everything? I would rather shake your hand and walk away with a misunderstanding, and maybe I don't need whatever that is, because power. If I eventually get to the point where I have everything, then I really have nothing. Think about that.
There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. There will be rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains.
He can feel that now.
Ramallah. So why don't you just lay me down and kiss my wounds?
Oh yeah.
Lay me down and kiss my wounds.
Nobody wants to go through that. Nobody.
I see rainbows out in Gaza, from the mountains to Ramallah. I see rainbows
This is beautiful.
out in Gaza,
Beautifully done.
from the mountains to Ramallah.
Oh, the strings, the piano, everything works nicely. It complements him. It complements the message. Well done. Well done. Listen to the depth of that, the deepness of that bass. That's what it's all about, family. That's what it's all about. My goodness. My goodness. Tough situation, especially with the political climate and what's going on in the world right now. And I'll be honest, I'm not too far away from what's happening. And I can tell you that the impact of seeing these things is not something that I'm foreign to be perfectly honest. I can talk about it slightly now, but as a man who was embedded into an organization that dealt with the Afghan evac, I saw things that I hoped that I'd never see. I shook hands, saw children crying, saw mothers scream for help. I saw mental health issues. I saw the disparity on some people, and that will never change. And to know that some of these things were for the better because maybe they did get to a place that was safer for them, but to leave their homes and have nothing besides the bags that they come with, This is a common occurrence in the world that should not ever happen. Once we start to build, we hope to stay, because that is our dream, to have that family. Every person that's born, and when you get to a certain point where you just want stability. And the world sometimes does not give us that ability to feel stable because of an agenda. Powerful song. Yeah. Go back and listen to it yourself if you need to. But not exactly the way I wanted to address this issue, but at the same time, we owe each other a better way to come together. We owe it to the world to bridge the gap and find that every culture may be different, but we're still human beings attempting to live life as long as we possibly can, and to feed and care for those that we love. And right now, a lot of the time we see skin color, we see a country's borders as a way to define how they don't fit into our agenda. And that's wrong. We'll go ahead and get up out of here. I hope nobody ever has to see their loved ones slain and only be able to kiss their wounds. Y'all be blessed, seriously. And pray. Pray for a better day. That's all I can say. We'll go ahead and get up out of here.